Higa. Look, guys, I'll tell you this. Higa's response is the best response out of all of them. What do you guys think of this OTK Higa stuff? Y'all liking it? Y'all hate it? Y'all think Adrinah gonna win? But because after you see Higa, you're gonna be like, oh shit, Higa. Higa's. I'm a ride for my mother. Anyway. All right. Let's get it. Okay, so here's the case summary between OTK getting sued by Adrinah Lee, and she's also got Ms. Kiff, Mayahiga, all these people in here, right? All these people in this. And yes, Mayahiga was dating Ms. Kiff. You are correct. All right. And where are we at with this court case? Look at this long. I didn't got everything. Oh my goodness. Hold up. This is what I've been wanting. I've been wanting Crazy Slick's response, and it just dropped today. Oh my goodness. I can't get it till Monday. I can't get it till Monday, y'all. But I saw Mayahiga's, and of course, I got that. Slick responded to the case. Yes, he did. Now, I have my suspicions about who's funding everyone's lawyer, but they're just suspicions, all right? So we're going to talk about this notice of hearing that they have, and then we're going to get to Mayahiga's response. So the notice of hearing, guys, is right here. And as you can, whoa. That's Mayahiga stuff. Sorry. y'all was about to get it. All right. So the notice of hearing, this is set for August 30th at 2 p.m. And this is to discuss OTK's motion to dismiss and Ms. Kiff's motion to dismiss and Ms. Kiff Enterprises' motion to dismiss on the Rule 91. Now, you have to remember, this is interesting because both of them want everyone's evidence thrown out. Adrinah wants Ms. Kiff's evidence thrown out and OTK's want all of Adrinah Lee's new exhibits thrown out. So this is, I don't know, par for the case. They both want everything thrown out, which I really don't get, but hey, lawyers got a lawyer. Now let's get to Mayahiga's. All right, so Mayahiga finally responded. And if you don't know who Mayahiga is, she's the ex-girlfriend of Ms. Kiff, and they recently had this to say.
And that was like, are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to say anything, or do you just want to do it anonymously? Something like that, right?
She's talking about Adrinah Lee when she went over there.
That's probably the conversation that I had with her. Was like, do you want to just do it anonymously, or do you not want to do it at all? She said that she wanted to come out with a statement. She said she wanted to talk about it. She said that she told me about her audience and how there's a lot of young women in her audience, and she felt like it was her responsibility to tell her story.
Okay, felt like it was, and I'll tell you how I felt about Mayahiga at the end, but she's basically recapping what happened when she went to approach Adrinah Lee.
So I said, okay. And her friend in that call, Kyle, was there the day of as well. He mentioned, I told her that day, I was like, as a woman, if this is your story, you should be able to tell it, right? I was fine with her, the twit longer, fine, right. She was going to write a twit longer. And I asked her if she thought that Slick raped her or sexually assaulted her.
Now, Adrinah alleges that they went over there to twist her words and change her statement that she was about to make. She was about to make it very harsh and go all the way in on Crazy Slick. And next thing you know, Mayahiga, Mitch Jones, Barry show up, and then I guess she put out a watered down version. Mayahiga approved.
And at the time, we agreed, or at the time, she said no. So I said, okay, could you include that in your twit longer then? And she said, okay. She still wanted to tell her whole story. She said everything that happened that night in that twit longer. She wrote out what had happened that night. And then she wrote, to be clear, he did not rape or assault me, but his actions did make me uncomfortable. She wrote out the whole twit longer. She showed me it. And I said, thank you for including that.
thank you for clarifying that. Because here, man, at the end of the day, you're gonna see Maya Higa still loves Crazy Slick. She got mad love for him.
Because I didn't want added speculation to what was happening with Slick. I didn't think of it as a rape, or honestly, I didn't think of it as a sexual assault at the time. The way we were talking about it, what had happened, and she said that she didn't feel like it was like that. And was there a power dynamic in that situation?
Now, here's the thing. When it comes to power dynamic, you have big streamer, little streamer. You know, like big Mizkif messaging me to not cover the case. Talking to, I think I probably had like, I don't know, 8,000 subs at the time, maybe 6, telling me not to cover it.
Because I'm a bigger streamer, yes. And I feel bad about that. It wasn't my intention to introduce that to the situation. I wasn't trying to impose that on her. I wasn't trying to pressure her, you know, or like force her into saying something. But did it naturally exist? Yes. All I went there for was to ask her if she had been raped or sexually assaulted. She said no. I asked her if she can include that. And
Okay, so you asked her to change her statement, alter it. Just by you merely saying, hey, can you include it? You're changing the statement. Now let's go to Maya Higa's response, if you will. This is the original response of Maya Higa. Look, when it comes to Maya Higa, she's S tier for me on female content creators, if you know what I mean. But this was filed on 8/3, which is yesterday, okay? And the ink barely dry, and I got a copy. So what does Maya Higa do? What does she come in? What does she come in with? Defendant Maya Higa now appears and answers plaintiff's first amended petition as follows. She starts off with a general denial. Maya Higa denies all of plaintiff's allegations pursuant to Rule 92 of the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure. Higa denies plaintiff's allegation in preparation, paragraph 10 of her amended petition, that all conditions precedent have been performed or have occurred. Higa specifically denies Adrinah made a timely and sufficient request for correction, clarification, or retraction of any alleged defamatory statements. And this is true. OTK's lawyer pointed out, in order for it to be defamation, you have to ask for a retraction, which Adrinah never did. Affirmative defenses, okay? Adrinah failed to properly mitigate any damages, you know. Maya Higa, like, damages where, yeah, bitch? You know, like, you had these damages and they're not on her per se. All right? She's like, you failed to mitigate your own damages. Now, number 4 gets ballsy. One or more of plaintiff's claims falls outside the applicable statutory limitations periods. And I'm like, wow, this is a nice technicality on statute of limitations. Like, her lawyer is lawyering because no other lawyer brought up statute of limitations in anything. Okay, so shout out to her lawyer. Next, on one or more allegedly defamatory statements was true or substantially true. And I bet you it was the Sear thing, right? Because remember the Sear thing where they alleged that she touched him or groped him or whatever you want to call it. And she messaged him and said it was okay and it was no big deal between the two of them, of course. So one of those are true. She ain't gonna say that it's no big deal. You remember Mizkif was like, it's no big deal, no one cares. And what else does she say? Maya Higa says, as a broadcaster, Higa has qualified privilege regarding statements made by others. The allegedly defamatory statements were of public interest. The allegedly defamatory statements were statements of opinion. Opinion, not facts. In which, how do you feel about that? They were kind of opinions. Some of them even came true. None of the actions alleged by Adrinah regarding Higa were performed by Higa in any capacity on behalf of any other defendant. You see that? None of the alleged None of the actions alleged by Adriana regarding Higa were performed by Higa in any capacity on behalf of any other defendant. She acted on her own. She did not throw Miz under the bus. Look, they are not voting because remember, Maya Higa, I said from day one, was the most important part. If she said she went on there on Mizkif's order to do Mizkif's bidding, it would have been over for Mizkif. But she riding for Mizkif, maybe because he paying her lawyer fees. I don't know. That's a rumor. That's speculation. But anyway, I like it. Plaintiff's claim for intentional infliction of emotional distress is barred by the speech clause of the First Amendment because any speech by defendants complained by Adriana was a matter of public concern. So we got some case law. She did not blame Crazy Slick at all. Remember? Like OTK did. The emotional distress, OTK blamed it all on Crazy Slick. So will Crazy Slick get uncanceled?
Nope.
Higa asserts the defenses of privilege and justification. Special exceptions, all right? Maya Higa is S tier. I knew she was S tier from the day one. When it's like, who do you got, Pokimane or Maya Higa? Maya Higa. How about Amaranth or Maya Higa? Maya Higa. Okay? Shout out to my Higas. All right. Special exceptions. Plaintiff must amend number 10 of her petition and identify with specificity the applicable conditions precedent and how they were fulfilled and when they were fulfilled. Jury demand. Should this matter proceed to trial, Higa demands a trial by jury, judged by your peers. This is going to be very costly, but maybe she may feel like going to a jury trial, she'll have an advantage because she can be like, hey, it is what it is. Now, finally, Higa requests that the suit against her be dismissed with prejudice or, if not dismissed, that the plaintiff take nothing by reason of this suit, that all relief requested by Adriana be denied. Higa, she also want to recover the cost of court expenses and attorney fees for all other relief to which Higa may be entitled at law and in equity. And that was her response, guys. Short, sweet, and you scroll down, right? I thought it was a great response. Everyone else sending like 500 pages. She sent 2. And then, you know how I knew Maya Higa was a real one? When I looked at her signature, I didn't see no doofy ass heart in it. I'm like, yo, Maya Higa is a woman after my own heart. I mean, I can't get down with the animals, but for her, I might make an exception.